Good morning and welcome to my channel Cricket with Rakesh. Um, Today we are going to talk about the Indian cricket and its performance at test level for last almost 1 year after the changes in the team which has taken place, and then we will see what is the path forward. Not that I am somebody who is qualified enough to suggest anything on that, but what as a fan I see could be the solution, and how we can go forward and achieve better results and be one of the top teams going forward in the test arena. Our white ball cricket has been doing really good. We did lose the World Cup finals, but actually, I think that that was one of the best performance by any team at World Cup level. The whole tournament, we were unbeatable, and we just had one bad day. But as a fan, you don't. You of course are hurt when you lose the finals, but when the things settle down, we are happy to know that actually the level of the play and the kind of performances which the players put in were worth being proud of, and I was really happy overall with the performance of the Indian cricket team during the 2023 World Cup. um, the 2024 T20 World Cup, India was exceptional. We didn't lose a single game. But as the white ball game for India has been really consistent in last few years and actually has shown improvement, the red ball game or the test matches, we have seen a steep decline after the Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri era, when we had a set team and we were able to compete anywhere in the world, and we were almost unbeatable in India. So, what has gone wrong, or what is going on? Um, Definitely, there is a transition phase, and we have lost a lot of our players with a lot of experience. Almost five, 4 or 5 players with over 100 test matches. We have lost Virat Kohli, we have lost Rohit Sharma, we have lost Ajinkya Rahane, we have lost Pujara, and most importantly, especially for Indian conditions, we do not have the services of Ravichandran Ashwin anymore. And when you look into depth, the performance of Indian team and the dominance which they showed during that period, especially in India, it was because of two players in major, I will say. Like, everybody did perform, it's not that, but they were the key to India's success, and it was Ravichandran Ashwin, who was, I think, that the most important player for India's success through that 10-year to 12-year period, along with Ravindra Jadeja. They got you wickets and they got you tough runs, especially at the later part after 2016 and 17, when I thought that scoring runs in India were getting very tough. The number 6, 7, and 8, sometimes it was um, Akshar Patel or some other spinners. We have had, they scored a lot of runs when India were in trouble, and especially Jadeja and Ashwin. So they were two full all rounders in Indian conditions where they could win you the games with bat and ball. And to replace a player of such stature is not easy. Same can be said about Pujara, Rahane, Rohit Sharma, and of course Virat Kohli. He did not only bring his batting, but he also brought that aggression and kept the team going at all the times. What I would also like to say is that transition could have been a lot smoother, but it seems like the things were not uh, passed on to this team in the way it should have been. There should have been a backup created before creating such a void, especially like when we lost Pujara. And Pujara has not been playing for India for a while now, but after him, we have never found a number three. And number four is Virat Kohli. We have got Subman Gill now. We will see how he performs at that position. He did exceptionally well in England, but we'll have to see. He didn't get too many runs in Australia. Didn't do too well against New Zealand either. He has had some good innings, but we cannot right now say that he's locked in just performance wise. Number five, um, we have um, Rishabh Pant, but also we had Ajinkya Rahane. So we do need another batter. I strongly believe that other than your wicketkeeper, you need to have six solid bats along with your wicketkeeper. You cannot have players you can't trust to get you runs. You cannot be on a trial method. You can look at the teams who have been successful in Test history. Australia, you had six solid batters, and then you had the seventh as Adam Gilchrist, and then four proper bowlers who can win you game on their own. If you have a solid or a proper all rounder, that is great, but you cannot have somebody who you cannot trust to get you 100 in tough situation, or you cannot expect them to get you a 4 or 5 wicket on their day. And right now, I do not see anyone of that quality on a medium pace basis. Like right now, they are giving opportunities to Reddy, but I do not think that he is there yet. If you look at his first class performances, he has got a batting average of 25. That's just not good enough to be playing for India at the moment. And neither is his bowling of that quality where he can demand a place based on that. So actually, it's trying to find an all-rounder which we do not have, and we have to accept that fact and try to go with proper batsman or a proper bowler and let these players develop at Ranji level and at India A level. And once they prove themselves and perform consistently at those levels, then they can be given chance at to play for India. But you cannot have somebody playing for India when they have not even proved themselves at Ranji level. Our openers are more or less set. I do think that we do need a backup opener. Yashasvi Jaiswal is more or less set, but KL Rahul, he also has injury issues, but also I do think that his performances in India have not been up to the mark. He has played over 65 test matches and still averages mid 30s. I am a big fan of KL Rahul, but at the end of the day, you need to perform. He has been exceptional for India in the ODIs at number 5, number 6, but at test matches, as a senior player, he needs to perform better than this and more consistently. Number 3, that's been a joke lately. Nobody knows who is going to bat at number 3. Sometimes it's Washington Sundar, sometimes it's Karun Nair, sometimes it's Sai Sudarshan. You don't know, and that's not a good sign. We need a proper number 3 who is going to serve the country for next 10, 12 years, or at least 5 or 6 if somebody is 29, 30, 31 and he is that good. But we need a really good number 3, somebody who is worthy of replacing Rahul Dravid and Cheteshwar Pujara. And so I definitely think that Sarfaraz Khan is somebody we need to give opportunities to. He has performed exceptionally well for his Ranji team, averages over 60. There are a couple of other players. Ishwaran needs was with team, never got a chance. There are a couple of other players coming in, one from Karnataka, who has been averaging over 60. Then we have a couple of others. So we need to um, shortlist 4 or 5 players and try to see and give them enough opportunities. It is not 1 or 2 places we are trying to fill up. I think we need 3 more solid batsmen. We have number 1 and 2 more or less set. Then we have got number 4 set. But other than that, we need number 3, we need number 5 or 6, whichever. Wherever Rishabh Pant bats at number 5 or 6, we will have to fill the other one. And I do think we need number 7, or Washington Sundar needs to work more on his bowling, like in a way where he's a really good batsman right now and he will improve further. But we are looking for somebody. We know that we cannot replace Ravichandran Ashwin like that, but we need to have an off spinner who we can rely to win you games with the ball. And right now, I do not think that Washington Sundar is quite there. So we will have to see a off spinner who can win us the game. The bowling wise, I will say, like, we have to see if Sami is fit. He needs to be given up an opportunity. I still think he is our second best fast bowler after Jasprit Bumrah. We have to see a couple of other players who are in doing very well in Ranji Trophy. There is one from Jammu and Kashmir, Akib, who has been performing exceptionally well, averages around 20 with ball, and he can bat a little bit as well. So there needs to be a clear path which is given to the team. Experimentation is good when you are winning. You cannot be experimenting and losing and then tell that we are going through a transition, because it's not the first time that Indian team is going through transition, and you should have seen what's coming and should have prepared the players with the amount of talent and the number of players who are available. But I personally think, and it is something which a lot of other people think as well when I talk to them, is just seems like so much doubt and seems a lack of clarity when it comes to thought process of the team. But hopefully things will improve. We have to go to Sri Lanka next. That's still a long way away. Before that, we have a lot of other assignments, 1 days, and then we will have a T20 World Cup. I do think that Indian team is in a very good state in white ball cricket, but test matches is something which they have to look into. And as the voices have been, that it has to be based on the Ranji Trophy performances and not on IPL performances. T20 performances cannot be awarded with a test call-up. They need to understand that part. Also, overall, test matches have been a very, I will say, not up to the mark where it used to be. A lot of games are getting finished in 2 and 3 days. Hardly games are going to the 5th day where we are expecting all 3 results or at least 2 results. Most of the games which are even going in the 5th day are getting over in the first 15-20 overs, and we know the results beforehand. Most of the games are getting over in 3 days. That has got a lot to do with how the game is played today. If you look all over the world, there are hardly players which you can pinpoint and say that, okay, I have faith in this batsman that on his day he can bat 90 overs. It's very rare now, whereas 15 years before or 10 years before, there were at least 2 or 3 players in all the top teams which you can say that, okay, they are more than capable of batting a whole day. You all have a wonderful day, and please like, subscribe, and share. See you guys again on the next episode. Thank you very much.